Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Chicago Cubs.
Just about set to go now. Pitching in our game today, Shota Imanaga. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Tommy Pham. That's the third foul. And foul ball. Fouled off down the right side. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And the 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Brian Reynolds here. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first. Out. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Here's the Pirates lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times, just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Shota picks over, and he's back in there. That one misses, and the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Cruz off of first with 2 away. Inside corner for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Happ grabs it on the run. Pirates leave one. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starter, Paul Skeens.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That one at triple digits.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reynolds makes the grab, one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Foul ball still 0-2. Bounce to the right. Gonzalez throws to first, and Tucker is retired.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that one missing low. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played an inning, no score. Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Joey Bart now. And that one wrapped foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Now a chance for Billy Cook. That clips the zone. 0-1. And there's a ball. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Step off throw to first. Dave Cook dives back in safely. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. And safe.
No ball.
It's a stolen base. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground. And foul ball. Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Second inning here, no score. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Amaya down to first with it. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Two outs with a runner at third. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run shot, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
2 outs, nobody on. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 outs. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Cannonball coming. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Michael Busch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fought off foul. Ripped to short. Slings to first. And a quick out, number 1.
That is it. That's shortstop.
Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a miss. That one at 101. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Nico Horner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Good job to fight that one off. To third. And it goes just foul. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Top half of the third inning. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. Pham measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting leadoff in today's game. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
One down.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Grounded out his first time up. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. Hat makes the grab, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cruz stands in here, takes ball one low.
No strike.
And that's outside. Now 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
Ball 3. Full count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's too high, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, a great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
McCutchen batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Snap throw to first, and he's back in safely. Cruz off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside. Ripped, but it curls foul. The pitch to McCutchen. Upstairs, 2-2. Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. This is Joey Bart. He's 0 for 1. Gets the call. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
2 on, 2 outs. Late swing fouled off. On the ground to first, Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. As we go to the last of the third, digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Skeens back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Right through there for a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Just
Inside.
missed. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is Gage Workman. First pitch misses. And that's outside. Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes. That one at triple digits. 1 out, bases empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
1 out, runner at second. Miguel Amaya getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Fly to left his first time. To the right side, Cook. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And stepping in is the speedy Billy Cook. Check swing, called strike.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
A little bit low.
2-2.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Gonzalez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Line drive. Come on.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Tucker makes the catch, and that'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. And that's in for a strike. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one out to right. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And that is out of play. Two outs. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. And the batter now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That's in there. And that's strike one.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And now 1-2. And that one popped in the air, left field. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Pham in the box again, takes a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. This one in the air. Corner. They got it for out number 2. Two down, base is empty. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's too high. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Keegan Thompson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier getting loose as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bucks go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next pitch inside, and it's 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 3-1.
Strike.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Coming on is Pham to make the play.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Cubs down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Down and in, moved his feet. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Bart makes the catch, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Keegan Thompson, and he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Keegan Thompson.
Here's O'Neal Cruz.
The center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
That's in there. 0-2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot. especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And a curve is down and in.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And that one almost hit him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
McCutchen in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. Foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That one the other way, and a base hit right there. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And here's the first baseman, Billy Cook. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Amaya down to first. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the third baseman, Gage Workman.
For the Cubs,
Workman, in his rookie season, 25 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dennis Santana preparing to come on if needed. Holderman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The sweeper misses. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Upstairs.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch. Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Ian Happ up to hit. And that drops in for a strike. The Pirates leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
No balls. 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Brazier.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. The 0-2. Got him. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Chopped left side. Workman tosses across to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, The right fielder, Tommy Pham.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Tommy Pham. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dennis Santana.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
leading off.
So here's Kyle Tucker
The
now.
right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And another ball. That
Ball
misses. And that's ball 3. Strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal, because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Suzuki in the box now. Takes strike 1.
No ball.
Some hitters are
One
just more
strike.
confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him
The first baseman.
first and second. No outs. Bush digs in now. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now it's Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off. He was late.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. On the ground, right side. Gonzalez tosses to first, and Swanson is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Dennis Santana won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Colin
the Pirates,
Holderman on to pitch out of the pen
number
here.
35.
All they need from him right here is one out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
So here's Horner now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Cook steps on the bag, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Here at Wrigley Field, now the number 2 hitter, Ryan Reynolds.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Brazier back to work. Fouled off left side. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And downstairs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Reynolds leads off second with nobody out. And misses inside.
Full count.
Left field. Hat settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's McCutchen. Pickoff moved to second, and he dives back in safely. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. 1 for 3. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one's
Ball.
upstairs, ball one.
1-2.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Up the middle. Out number 3. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 2-0. On to the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Armstrong.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. This to third. And foul ball. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself.
That's an
one
out.
up, one down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now the third baseman, Gage Workman, 1 for 2. Pitch
Ball,
misses.
no.
Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. One down, base is empty. That's
Ball.
a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's
Ball,
too low.
no.
And now 3-1.
3-1.
And that is
That's the
low
ball.
for ball
Take your
4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The pitcher, number 9.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Miguel Amaya.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This one popped up. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Now here is Ian Happ. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one outside. And that is ball 1. The tying run at the plate. That one finds the zone. And the count even 1-1.
No. 2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Workman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's down and away.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Kyle Tucker waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground to third. Hayes to first. Out. Inning over. One left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Julian Merriweather.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Billy Cook.
The first baseman, number 12, Billy Cook.
That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1 ball,
Merriweather,
no strike.
in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Assad also throwing. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. On the corner for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Two now. Outside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. Ball 1 there.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
That one fouled off. Fought off foul. The Pirates up by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's way high. And the count 1-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. And it's caught for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So they're down to their final out. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
1-2.
One strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's in for a strike. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. David Bednar done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. On the mound now for the Pirates, Carmen Mlodzinski.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Making a move at second base. Pinch running here, John Birdie. Here's Nico Horner. Slider for a strike.
0-1.
That misses the zone. 1-1. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Strike 3, got him swinging, and that is the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one, 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Just about to get underway, and pitching here today, Kevin Gausman.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
This is Willie Castro.
For Minnesota, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Lucas hauls it in, and there's one away. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now Correa up to hit. obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swings and misses.
0-1.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Trevor Larnach. First pitch, not close. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In there. And so now 1-2. Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down go the Twins in order. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Bottom of the first, and now for the Jays, George Springer. And the first offering is not close. Rolled over to third. Lewis throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Bo Bichette stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. In there at the knees.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
On the ground to third, Lewis. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
2 outs, bases empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Pitch misses there. 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty. Curve in the dirt.
No strike.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Popped up right side. And that's the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Rogers Center, second inning, set to go. Here's Byron Buxton. Gausman back to work. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Late on that fastball. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And here is Matt Wallner, just off the outside edge. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. That one catches the corner for a strike. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. One out and a runner at second. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. Late swing fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call.
1-1.
And 1-1.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. So now 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now in Toronto. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And a foul ball.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and quickly one away in the second.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next to hit, Will Wagner. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side. On to France. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. In for a strike. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Squirts away a little bit. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
We got full count.
Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Kirk stands at second with 2 gone. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Lewis. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Lee goes 6'1" in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
And the 0-2. And that one is inside. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Set him down on strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic East-West pitching, Boo, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the called 3rd strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fastball for a strike at 95. Foul ball there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So the batting order turns over. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Now 1-1. And a strike in there. Top of the 3rd, no score.
2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. Lucas checks his swing. Appeal down to 3rd. And James Kingsley says he won a round. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at 2nd. Line drive, base hit. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out. First and 2nd, no outs. Bichette will hit next. In the air, right side of the infield. France on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at 2nd.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Stepping in, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Good job at damage control right there. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Twins nothing. Here's Carlos Correa.
Minnesota shortstop Carlos Correa.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now, Trevor Larnach struck out swinging his first time. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. Little chopper rolls foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that one pulled foul. And the next pitch is way outside. That one missed. Man at first, one away. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Sometimes you say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. That when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So up next, Matt Wallner. Swings through that.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Third baseman Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
This one high in the air to left center. Lucas on the move to the alley. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays.
Toronto, designated hitter, Will Wagner.
First pitch just misses.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that misses. 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Misses. And now 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Blue Jays down a run. And that one fouled off. On the ground. Makes a sliding stop. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So 2 down now, and here is Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And gone! And we're all square. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ty France getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Gausman back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a foul ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just off the inside edge. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It bangs off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. That
Ball
misses. And that is
Counts
ball
1-0.
one. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Out to center. Lucas. And there's two down. Now it's going to be Willie Castro. 0 for 2 in this one. And fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's the third out. One left for Minnesota. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Nathan Lucas digs in now. RBI single his last time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That one inside, look out.
Two balls, two strikes. Count full.
Now he breaks his bat. Bare hands it. Tough play. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
On, but foul wide of third. There's a strike.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Lucas into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
And a ball and two strikes. In the air, foul off first. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Line drive. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. This guy with light tower power. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Michael Tonkin appears to be getting loose. Alcala warming up as well. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton gets under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains 2-2. And here comes Carlos Correa.
Minnesota, shortstop Carlos Correa.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach, 1 for 2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Sliced hard but foul. Slap the other way, foul. Oh, 2 now. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a strike.
Ball, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Buxton tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Just missed. Outside, and that is ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Go ahead run on base. And now here is Matt Wallner. That clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Michael Tonkin into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Minnesota, number 39.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Vladdy, 25 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That's a little high, and that's ball one. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Griffin Jacks getting ready to go. Sands getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Out to short, Correa. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter Will Wagner.
Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Just off the inside edge. And that's a little bit high. That one fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with 1 gone, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. That's towards center. Buxton moves under it. Squeezes it. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. And that one clips the corner. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So two outs with runners on the corners. Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that ends the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Leading off for Minnesota, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
And ball one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia up and loosening in the pen. Green also getting ready. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's fouled off.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Popped up. Jimenez in position. And out number one on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ty France.
And now, Ty France. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Down the line, it's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kevin Gausman makes way. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. Jimmy Garcia gets the ball now.
Number 93. Jimmy Garcia.
And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And now, Ryan Jeffers. right through there for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
0-1. And the sweeper catches the plate.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Twins wind up stranding one. They're down 3-2. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Now pitching for Minnesota.
Here's George Springer to start it off. 1 for 3.
Alcala.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Fastball is outside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's in there. It's 2-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Not close with that one. 3-2 now. Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And now Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Ground ball right side.
Ball.
And it goes just foul. That one just misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Santander in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's outside, and that's ball 1. That's inside.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
And that one fouled off. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. So now the DH spot, Willie Castro.
Designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Garcia back to work. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos
So
Correa.
digging in, Carlos Correa. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident. They can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball still 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Trevor Larnach in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jimmy Garcia is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
On the mound now,
Jays.
Brendan Little.
Number 54. Brendan Little.
One down. And now it's going to be Trevor Larnach. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next offering in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one way inside. And it remains 2-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And the go-ahead run is on base. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Harrison Bader. And the batter now, Byron Buxton. Runners on the move. And it's a squeeze. Oh, a great flip. In time. Got him.
Oh, man, it takes guts to call for the suicide squeeze with the lead on the line and this late in the game. Man, that was great execution. They're playing with cryotherapy in their veins.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. And ball one to the right fielder. That one ripped down the line, and it's foul. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
On the mound
Minnesota,
now for the Twins, Griffin Jacks.
Griffin Jacks.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That's down
1
and
ball,
in.
1 strike.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Wagner in the box now. Takes strike 1. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe getting loose out there. Sands, the right-hander, also getting loose. Almost got him. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, catcher,
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. There's the strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That's to third. Lewis gets it to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, so no change in the score. It's 3-3.
now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Royce Lewis. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Pinch hitter coming on, Jose Miranda.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And downstairs. Ripped on a line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit. In there for strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air, right field. And George makes the grab. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. Bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. Cole Sands taking over on the mound.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 44, Cole Sands.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Check swing, called strike. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Right through there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. That one ripped but foul. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. 1 down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball left side. Lewis throws to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Center fielder Nathan Lucas.
And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. All tied up at 3 apiece. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the catcher, Brian Jeffers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Outside. Now 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one missed.
2-2 to count.
He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
And next for Minnesota, Carlos Correa. And there's the strike. That's a little bit low. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Eric Swanson up and throwing. Sandlin getting loose as well. The shortstop takes the ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Line drive. Lucas snags it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder Harrison Bader.
So here's Bader now, getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Smoked on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first, and Bader is out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. So they turn to their closer, Yohan Duran.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Man at second, nobody out, and Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much.
Now this one gets through. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. They don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Substitution being made at first, and on to run for the Blue Jays, Jonathan Clase. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. With the tying run at third, winning run at first. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. A 3-run dinger. And the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings.
extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.